Alright, looks like there was a bit of a delay between recording and live. But I'm here, and I'm going to get another library sequence done in the can. While also comforting a friend.
Hi.
Hi. I'm just gonna skip the opening cutscene. That way I can... Usually I do if I'm still talking, just because I try to... I don't impose the same rule upon others.
Opening cutscenes are for weenies. I don't actually know if that's valid or not.
I like keeping the cutscenes on and just listening to what the guys have to say. But characters, I mean. So this time around, I'm gonna see how many rings I can maximally carry by the end of the hero mission in Westopolis, so... Just because I'm curious. I can't imagine it'll be a very high number. I just know that in Circus Park Zone, the chance to get 400 rings presents itself in the hero mission of that level. And since I haven't done Circus Park Zone in a while, doing a collect X amount of rings thing might be fun.
I believe.
Well, so far I've got 49 rings, and I only made it to the first save point.
Wait, 49 already? It's only been like a minute.
53.
What the? Am I allowed to curse on?
Yeah, you're fine by me.
Okay, I didn't know for a second.
Yeah, you're good. There's just lines of rings in some places. The very opening beginning before the first save point has quite a few rings, so that's mostly that. Yeah.
I figured there would only be like one every couple of... Depending on the level, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Okay, and that's 60 rings. Total. 63. Rings are a little more sparse at this point. I'm only at 71 and I'm about to make it to the second save point. But I am also halfway through the amount of enemies I'm supposed to defeat before I activate Lethal Highway Zone. Okay, that's a life. And I think over there would have been one of the keys that I get in the level. Second save point gave me 20 rings on its own, and then I'm at 98. So far so good. There's rings down in a section, but it is out of my way. There's 9 of them. But now I stopped getting rings at checkpoints. So every time I activate a save point henceforth, I'll be getting a an extra life instead. And I can just drop this pistol for something with more ammo. That's 121 rings.
Okay, so if you're at 121 already, I'm gonna bet. How many faces are there? So you're just finished, or just to put the second one or something?
I think I made it to the 3rd save point. I'm putting out these fires. I might... There's a particular loop-de-loop that, because of how the PCSX2 works as an emulator, causes a wee bit of lag. So I might end up skipping a section, but that has some rings in it, but so far there's not a whole lot of rings in Westopolis on its own. The save points have been saving me in terms of rings.
I'm gonna... How many more save points are there before you finish?
Not many.
Like less than 10, not many?
Less than 5 left. I'll double check in a little bit.
Okay.
So I missed a trail with 5 rings on it, but I could get this one instead.
I'm gonna bet it's gonna be around 300 rings at the end of it.
Well, let's hope that's true. I'm at 145 and I think... Hang on, let me double check the amount of save points I've got. There's only 6 save points in Westopolis Zone and I'm on the 4th, so this is a much shorter level than I estimated. There's still a bit of rings I could get, but it would not be more than 200. That's putting it generously, even. But I'll still keep count.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, emulator lag is just unfortunate.
Lag is annoying in general.
154. Ah. There we go. Kill that guy. There's 160. Then 165 so far, and I'm on my way to the 5th save point, but there's another trail of rings. So that's 171. On the plus side, about 10 lives. Yeah, I've been going at a couple places that had some extras. Okay, there's a 20. And that's 194. Let's see if I get another one. That's 214. Okay, we're headed somewhere. 224... Yeah, that's looking like 224 by the time I end this level. There aren't any more rings to get, except maybe a couple that I missed, so about 224 rings will be collected in Westopolis Zone.
Nice.
At least this intrigues me, because I feel like they could have added another collect X amount of rings, but maybe these are the wrong levels to do that for, because Circus Park Zone's hero mission had 400 rings be collected, and you basically needed to activate at least one shooting gallery to do it, even if you collected the remainder of the rings throughout the level. So now I'm just thinking, I wonder how many can be found in Lethal Highway Zone now.
Maybe that's a... my brain is saying speed run, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
Challenge run.
Yeah, challenge run. That's what you'll have to do. Thank you.
Yeah, so 224 rings in Westopolis.
Very nice.
Just putting my controller down for a bit.
世界の主要6都市に突如出現した正体不明のテロリスト集団黒の軍団の攻撃によって各地で深刻な被害が発生しております。中でも我が軍の兵力が最も手薄だったウエストポリスの都市部はほぼ壊滅状態とのこと。なお未確認情報ですが、ウエストポリスにて黒いハリネズミを目撃したとの報告が。
シャドウ、黒いハリネズミを発見次第、黒の軍団ともども即刻始末せよ。
しかし彼は以前。
構わん、奴は我らの敵。これは命令だ。私は騙されんぞ。
So, I told you I'm watching Beetlejuice Broadway thing, and I just love. So you know Beetlejuice, right? Like the whole thing is you need to say his name 3 times.
Yeah. Didn't he come from that one planet with the sandworms?
Yes. And so, like, in order for him to be visible to the humans, they need to, like, say his name 3 times. And so I love Alex Brighton so much. Because, you know, Barbara and Adam, they're like, oh, they just need to say your name 3 times. And he's like, no, it's my middle name. My first name is Lawrence.
Oh.
It's like, Lawrence Beetlejuice, what's your last name?
Isn't Beetlejuice the name of a moon that orbits around Uranus?
Potentially? I'm gonna look this up.
I wondered where the etymology came from.
Let's move on.
Alright, so Lethal Highway Zone, I need to collect a specific amount of rings, I just don't know how many I can collect throughout the level. There's a couple slot machine type TVs in the level, so that might alter the amount of rings I get, but I am realistically going to end up picking a shield, so I can keep my ring count stable. Okay, so the first 6 are compulsory, because that's the level.
Okay, so Beetlejuice is the 10th brightest star in the night sky and the 2nd brightest star in the constellation of Orion.
Okay.
However, fancy little bit of Beetlejuice knowledge. On November 29th, the star went dark, but it didn't go supernova, which basically is how stars are like supposed to die. So it's tons dimmer, but it's not doing what stars are supposed to do, if that makes sense. It's not.
Okay, picked up a 20 from the slot machine. After the first save point, I'm at 58 rings so far. Lethal Highway Zone's another short zone, so I'm not expecting to pick up rings. I'm deliberately going slow and allowing the tank to outpace me, so I can collect the rings without colliding into it. 'Cause hit detection.
Yeah, so I guess the star, like, is starting to die, and it's confusing scientists because it's not dying the way it's supposed to die.
I see.
Very interesting.
My current ring count is 76. There's a bit more in this level than I first thought. I'm double checking my surroundings. Okay, there's a 5. So that's 81. There's also forks in the road. Or alternate paths I can take throughout the level.
Explore!
Yep, pretty much. That's 85, and I've made it to save point number 2, which then puts me at a good 113. So now I'm gonna go back and take the alternate route. Yeah, there's only 5 save points in Lethal Highway Zone. Hunter 21. Yeah, not a whole lot of rings in this alternate section, but I'm put at 125 by the time I revisit the second save point out of 5. Righto. I'll check to see if there's anything behind this. I don't appear to detect anything, though. Alright, 131. I see a couple. So that's 134. Still not at the next save point. $138. I've made it to 146 rings before this third checkpoint. And now the count goes up a bit, but only because there happen to be rings adjacent to the save point. That is 172 rings. Alright, I'll just keep going. And I ran into some collision detection, so I ended up losing 10 rings. There we go. I got all 10 of my rings back. So now I'm at an exact 180. Oh, no. Ah, man, I lost a ring. Because I didn't get them all in time. Get them all back in time. But I'm still at 191.
Okay.
It happens. It's just the collision detection is sometimes finicky. It's no Battletoads, or else I'd be a little bit grumpier about it. But yeah. It mostly happens with Black Arm's larvae and sometimes gun soldier movements. So I should probably clear the area of guys before I go ahead and so 196. That's 200. I've officially made it to 200 rings. Let's see if I can make it even higher. Oh, that was a key. Never mind. I thought there would be rings there. My error. $208. 211, then I just go down here and... Okay, that's the alternate section I could have stayed on. But I just chose not to. we go. Collected all the rings I almost lost completely.
Nice.
229 rings now. And let's just go ahead and knock this guy silly. Oh.
Easy. I was close. Almost 300.
I mean, I'm estimating that same amount too, but I'm also deliberately exploring throughout the level. I think I'm on my last checkpoint or next to last checkpoint. Okay, 5th checkpoint, so not much left of the level to do.
You got this. I believe in you.
233. So I'm at 250. I just gotta see if that sticks around for a little bit. Down. 252. And next section. $268.
You got this. Keep going.
Yeah. I'm going to until I... Alright, so... I won't be doing this with every level, mind. It's just that the first two are easy to navigate. I don't think I can do the same thing with Space Gadget Zone's normal mission. Because I would have to go through both forks in the road. Ah, jeez. That is some emulator lag. If ever emulator lag was a thing on. Ah, man. I lost a couple rings, but I'm still at the 270 range.
Okay, okay. We're good, we're good.
And I just recovered them, functionally.
Yes.
So 279 so far.
You got this. That's...
There's not gonna be many left.
I can't.
There's one more section left before the goal ring is the thing.
Oh, you got this. You're gonna be 300. No worries.
282? 287?
Oh.
I don't foresee any more rings. There's the goal ring, but I'll double check the area.
No. They gotta be hiding.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Is that maybe they snuck in a? Yeah, no. I'm just stuck at 287 rings. I definitely collected more than 250, which is what my original goal was gonna be.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so 250 rings. I'm definitely not putting myself through that for Prison Island Zone. Both Space Gadget Zone and Space Gadget Zone's level design does not convince me that I can get all the rings in the level and have a good time. Cosmic Fall Zone is on an internal timer of 15 minutes. I lose a life and have to start the whole level over if I take too long. So I won't be able to do the all rings thing with all of the zones. There's another level I haven't done yet that works the same way. Central City Zone, but Central City Zone's on a 5-minute timer. It's either 5 or 7 minutes. I can't remember. Excuse me. Jeez.
我がブラックアームズに逆らうというのか。
逆らうつもりも従うつもりもない。
Okay, yeah, I already desynced the cutscene on accident. I'll just skip it.
この町者とも奴らを焼き払え。
鳥みたいな仲間を生み出してるみたいだな。あの鳥を逆に利用してやろうぜ。そこを叩くんだ。まだまだ来るぞ。油断するな。 アタックなら空中で連続攻撃ができるぜ。
done. Finished Black Bull. Had to use Chaos Control to do it, but... Alright, so... The main reason I'm not gonna do the whole ring collection thing for Prison Island Zone is that there's a whole subsection that's dedicated to a 5th top secret disc. So if I wanted to get all the rings in the level, I would have to loop back to the goal ring point for the normal mission. That and there's multiple forks in the road which make collecting the rings brutally inefficient. I mean, I'll collect as many as I can, but generally speaking, if I collected every ring in the level, it would take way too long.
Gotcha.
大統領、たった今届きました連邦情報局からの報告によりますと、ウエストポリス地区を占拠したテロリスト黒の軍団は軍の交戦により撤退。未だ交戦中の5都市においても我が軍優勢との情報が入っております。また情報局のメインコンピューターが何者かにハッキングされたとの報告があり、連邦捜査局では今回のテロ事件と同一グループの犯行とみて捜査しております。
各長官に伝えてくれ。我が連邦国は決してテロには屈しないと。
かしこまりました。
And the cutscene desynced. Emulator
Oh, no.
lag.
Oh no.
It's a bit annoying. At least I'm humoring myself this time with this library sequence and seeing how many rings I can collect in levels. Alright, so... That's 6 rings. There's some gun crates. Let's see if I get anything from them.
Sorry, I was doing something. I didn't know how comfortable you felt me doing that something on your stream.
All good.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to pause my...
It's all good. I don't think the music's audible enough to have, or the audio quality's that crisp enough for a copyright strike. And I'm getting shot at. I'm getting shot at. There we go. And I just lost a bunch of rings.
No!
It's all good though. As long as I collect whatever remains, I'll just have a decent time.
We got this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm settling for 150 rings collected. If I get more than that and reach another number, oh, good, a shield. That is actually useful.
Ooh, yeah.
There's a lot of gun crates that have rings potentially. I made it to the second save point. Let me just count how many there are in the level. There's 7, but I'm only realistically gonna hit 6 of them. Because the last save point is over by the 5th top secret. Over by the top secret disc. Ooh, there we go. And I could get some of my rings back. Because that crate acted like it was damaged. There we go. 59 rings. And I'm just gonna collect this machine gun then. Go. Okay. I missed a bunch of rings, but because of the ramp being an uphill slope, I'm not going back to get the others. $73 rings. So I'm about halfway there to the 150 mark.
Oh, we're halfway there. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
My brain automatically. Apparently, we are not singing tonight, we are only screeching.
Not interested. Oh, that's just another shield. Never mind. So I'm at 88 rings. I'm on the 3rd save point. Let's see how many I get. Oh yeah, now I'm at 108. 113. We're gonna avoid getting shot at by gun beetles. Okay, there's a heat shield. That one's actually better because of the fire plants throughout the level. 116. 120. So that's 128 rings. $132. I'm skipping the second secret disc. $138. That's where I'd find hidden stuff. So we're at 138 rings. I'm just gonna make it over to this checkpoint. Okay, there we go. 144. And I didn't Chaos Control skip this section, which has some rings in it. I'm officially at 150 rings.
Nice.
Alright, so now I just gotta... $156. That's 172.
Nice.
I'm just gonna skip to. I'm just gonna stick to this. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, I'll just go this way. No, wait, no. There's more rings on that other road. This is awkward. There we go. 180 so far. Yeah, there's more rings down here than up there. I know as much. So if I were optimizing where I'm getting my rings from, so 188. That is... I just made exactly 200 rings.
Nice!
And now I'm gonna get a little bit more. There's not much left before the Prison Island Zone goal ring, but maybe I'll get lucky somewhere. $216. Got another life. 226. Okay, so all that for a couple rings seems a little much. But if I do this... There we go. I'm at 231 rings. About to head to... Actually, there's a couple more, but... By the time I reach for it... And there's Charmy up there. Too bad I'm not doing his section. But, yeah. Doing the normal mission with 234 rings is definitely way above my expectations of 150 rings for this level.
Very nice.
Yeah. I think for the last few zones, I'm just not gonna put any imposed challenge. I'll probably meet 100 rings. Sorry, keep saying eggs. Blimey.
まさかこんなものが空を飛ぶとはな。
これぞ今から2000年ほど前にこの星へ落とした我が軍の飛行シール。これで世界各地に我が戦士たちを送り込む。そう人類に恐怖を運ぶ箱舟というわけだ。また我々に歯向かう愚かな者どもが現れおった。
あれはドクター。
あとは任せたぞシャドウ。
So yeah, Sky Troop's hero basically takes me to the same area as the gold ring, but I don't think there's much in the way of important sections. I could do the ring count thing again, since it's very linear, but there's a couple forks in the road. There's also a couple sections I would just prefer to use Chaos Control on. To skip.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I'll give it my best anyway. I don't think 200 rings is impossible to get, especially since I use the Black Volt and can run into balloons that each drop 20s on them. Just gonna pick up the Shadow Rifle and mosey on to the first checkpoint. So there's 8 save points in this level. So let me just pick up the Shadow Rifle ammo and just head on up. Luckily, I needed to anyway for Cycles to be on my side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10. That's a 10. I just dropped down here. I'm now at 104. Ah, no. I meant to homing attack the larvae, but I kept bumping into them. I'm back to 100 rings, but I lost 4 from the ensuing larvae bumping into. Oh well. There's some light dash. There we go. 108. 114. $122. There we go. 134 rings.
Nice.
Alright, so that's one grueling section that I just bypassed. I missed a few rings along the way, but that's all fine and dandy. Yeah. There's this light dash section that activates a switch, and that's 163 rings. So far, so good.
Very good.
That's 3 out of the 4 switches I need to activate, and yeah. Okay, so 171. Let me just get up here then. $175. Okay, now to do the Black Vault section. There we go. So I've got 275 just from those initial balloons that you can only access if you get all 5 keys within the level, which is not a tough quest to make. Yes, there we go. 295, and I've collected 305 rings in Skytroop Zone. There's still a few more to get. $325. I'm just gonna go down here for a bit and collect whatever remaining rings are down here. There aren't gonna be many. Alright, just gotta watch out for the airship, because friendly fire is not deactivated. And if there's one thing Dr. Robotnik likes, it's friendly fire. Because the game doesn't check for if I'm on his mission or not. Anyway, 329 rings collected in Skytroop Zone, when all I wanted was 200. Oh well.
Very nice.
ドクターを裏切ることはできない。完璧だ。
Alright, so that's gonna be the last of the ring collectathons, just because Space Gadget Zone as a level is not conducive to collect all the rings in it, and Cosmic Fall Zone I'm on a timer, so it's not like I can fiddle around with ring collecting. Realistically speaking, I can easily make 100 rings in Space Gadget Zone while doing the normal mission.
I got me in. I went to unmute my mic and I accidentally muted myself because I have 1,000 IQ.
1,000, eh? Huh.
1,000.
Makes sense.
I actually, I lied. I misread. It is 10,000. 10,000 IQ. I'm the smartest of all smart people, and obviously knew that I was muting myself instead of unmuting myself. I'm very clever at that.
Indeed. Oh Jesus, this is gonna take way longer than other library sequences because of my fiddling around to get rings in the last 4 levels.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I was expecting this sort of thing, to be honest.
Okay. That's good, at least.
I mean, it's not gonna take 2 hours unless I somehow fail the next 2 levels.
Oh god.
So, realistically, I'm looking at a 1 hour 30-ish. Yeah, so... As you can see, I'm supposed to deliberately fail the hero mission. And ring collecting would easily do that, but it takes way too long to go through both sections of the thing, so I'll just pick one on my way out. And, yeah, I'm just gonna play bumper cars with the gun soldiers. Because that's clearly... I'm just gonna get rid of Black Doom before he tells me off for skipping a section. So yeah, I'm just gonna settle for 100-ish rings. Because I already lost a bunch from bumping into one of the gun soldiers, so I'm not keeping an accurate number. I have 22 lives. Interesting.
Nice.
I might need to check my NVIDIA graphics card. Because of all the emulator lag I'm going through for a PS2 game. So that's 83. For the record, this has 8 checkpoints, but because of how fast each of the forks in the road goes, I'm not expecting to collect many rings outside of a few obvious locations. This area just happens to have way more. So that's 156. $179. $181, and I'm just gonna use Chaos Control to get to the end. I'll then AFK for a bit and see how long I take. Alright, I'll be right back. just waiting for the timer to say 5. And then once the hero mission fails, I can, Oh, right. I needed to pick up the controller. There we go. Just inching ever closer so that when the hero mission fails, I can immediately go towards the goal ring. And not a moment sooner. Okay, let's see how I'm doing in terms of time.
重力まで変化させるとは。
倒せエメラルドに到着。残念だったな、シャドウ。
Alright, score 1 Chaos Emerald for the not good guys, aka me. But it's the normal mission. Unfortunately, it's my least favorite mission in the entire game because it's the only way to complete the normal mission is to deliberately fail a really easy hero mission. And that's really awkward. The alternate way to do this mission is to do the dark mission path, which takes longer, but I can still, if I get everything done correctly, make it through to that other section. And there's a warp hole to the gold ring. So, yeah.
一体どういうことなんだ。僕の記憶とドクターたちの言動、全てが矛盾している。僕の過去に一体何が。
久しぶりだな、シャドウ。
誰だ。この僕を知っているのか。
忘れたくとも忘れられん。私から愛する家族とマリアを奪った憎き仇、シャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。
なんだと。僕がマリアを。
I'm gonna let these cutscenes play anyway.
"兄弟のいない私にとってマリアは本当の姉のような存在だった。しかしそのマリアもあの黒の軍団と狂気の科学者プロフェッサー・ジェラルドの雑誌によって生み出された貴様の存在によって消された。
僕がプロフェッサーとブラックドゥームによって生み出された。
とぼけるな。マリアだけじゃない。貴様のせいでアークにいた多くの仲間たちも犠牲になった。私の家族も。なのだ、今ここで話す。
お前の言うことが真実であるのなら、僕は慎んで罪を償う。
本当に覚えていない。
しかし今は時間をくれ。僕に真実を探す時間を。
Alright, Alright, so Cosmic Fall Zone is the last zone I gotta do. Since I'm already on a timer and am gonna do the shorter of the two missions, I'm not gonna be too concerned about my ring total. I'll still log it for the purposes of my YouTube description, but it's not like I'm gonna have a set tally to reach.
Okay.
まさかこの施設落下しているのか。
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Picking up the samurai blade and gonna head out.
よっしゃ我が軍団の侵攻によって間もなくアークも崩壊する。さあ一刻も早くこの先にあるカオスエメラルドを手に入れよ。あの巨人は我が軍団の中でも特に怪力を誇る突撃部隊の兵士が足元をよく見てみるのだ。
There's a couple 10 boxes that I cannot reach.
Uh-oh.
And I just died.
No!
It takes a while for the death animation because the death plane is low. But beyond that, yeah, I'm not concerned with ring totals. Just making it... I mean, if I were doing a How to Shadow the Hedgehog 101 and I made this kind of mistake, that would definitely be the music I would play over it. That or maybe something a little more copyright friendly. The game over music from Gex Enter the Gecko. Since my mistake would be a lot more funny than tragic.
For sure. Thankfully it wasn't the actual song and it was just me being a dork, so hopefully you won't get in trouble for that.
I don't think so. I still don't like getting content ID'd, so I would probably do the less risky thing if I were making a How to Shadow the Hedgehog 101, which is an idea I entertained, except I imagine it would take too long, because I would have to go over footage of every level in this game, which means I'd have to do multiple library sequences just to get all the levels, and then I'd have to do expert mode. Okay.
Maybe that'd be more of like the long-term like project, like a series versus one full get-go, so that way if you still want to do it, I can it's open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up to you, of course. There's never any like pressure. It's your channel. It's your...
It was an idea I entertained a few moments. Just didn't seem sensible. With how many iterations of this game that can be played, it would take way too long to create. And then there's rifling through the footage.
Yeah, editing that would be.
Sorry, Vector, I'm not helping you today. The computer room is easily one of my favorite missions in the game, but I'm doing the other one because I already did it for the last library sequence. So, there we go. Landed on here safely, still got my samurai blade in tow. Get down, get down. There we go. I just needed Shadow. It's good that it registers Shadow landed on something, but it was the wrong thing to land on. And I skipped a section that had a lot of rings on it.
Oh no.
Well, it's mostly auto-scroller. Yeah. I skipped a lot of auto-scroller. Alright. There we go. Taking the lower path is faster. Because there's more auto-scroller up ahead after that platform puzzle. But this rail section allows me to just get to the area I need. And I've got 80 rings so far. It should not be long before I get 100. Because there's a save point and a couple of light dash sections. Well, no, the light dash sections... Ah, here we are. And I fell down, but getting back up's not a problem. A shame about my rings, though. I'll just get up here. I activated a thing that requires 5 keys, all of which are really easy to find, provided you know where to look. And it activates light dash sections that help with the later half of the level. Specifically, you can easily get from where the key thing is to the goal ring and the computer room. So it's one of those key sections that is really helpful with just getting the mission over with.
Right.
And I collected 119 rings.
Very nice.
That's only really possible because of the fact I activated that switch. I'm half tempted to make up for it by collecting 400 rings from the egg dealer, which requires engineering the egg dealer so it gives me ring fever a bunch of times, and then collecting the ensuing rings from the middle section. About an hour 24 into this. Yeah, we're good. I'm good to try the egg dealer thing out. I'm not stretched by any timer, and I already got the A rank for this particular boss fight.
It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. What the heck? I thought it only been like 30 minutes. It doesn't feel like that much time has passed. What the heck? Like, I realized my concept of time anyways was rather shaky the last couple of weeks, but damn!
Regardless, I'm having a lot of fun anyway with Shadow the Hedgehog, so I don't notice half the time anyway. Because I'm just too busy tearing through these library sequences anyway.
For sure.
Yeah. So I start with 10 rings on its own, and oh, the game knows what's up. Every copy of Shadow the Hedgehog is personalized.
Oh gosh.
It knew I wanted to do this ring fever thing. Alright, so now I have to fool the egg dealer into... Alright, there we go. Oh, it wanted to go Bomb Fever, but I just stopped it from activating Bomb Fever for itself. So now it's gonna blow itself up rather than attempt to blow me up. I still have to be out of the way of the blast radius, though.
Get out of the way!
Yep, pretty much. I'm gonna keep track of the Shadow Fever for the iframes, but yeah, I'll just use Shadow Fever for the iframes I get, and just focus on collecting rings from Ring Fever. Which, what a coincidence! I just got Ring Fever again. Oh, okay. I have to go that way. So I just got 141 rings. I just negated Pawn Fever in clutch time, too. And now I've got Missile Fever going against Robotnik. Okay, I almost hit one of the egg dealer's legs and lost rings. Alright, there we go. That's Bomb Fever again. Okay. That was lucky. Alright, so Missile Fever again. Ring Fever number 3? Let's see. Why, yes, number 3. That's 223 rings so far. I don't have enough to go for a third cycle or for a fourth cycle of Ring Fever, so I'm just gonna Chaos Blast him where he stands, and hope that's enough. Yep. Okay, there we go. I'll just log the library sequence as already completed because the rest of this is just window dressing. I ended the level with 223 rings, or ended the boss fight with 223 rings.
立ち去れ。アークは誰にも怪我させはしない。完璧だ。ついに全てのカオスエメラルドが僕の手に。
貴様、わしのじいさんに生み出してもらった恩忘れおったか。
僕の名はシャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。アークで生まれ、アークで育てられた究極生命体。この先もアークと共に生きよう。力と知識の結晶、罪深き箱舟の守護者として。そう、それが僕の答え。
な、
即刻この地から立ち去れ。何人たりともアークを怪我させはせん。
It's a shame these cutscenes seem to have an odd habit of desyncing. Mostly the egg dealer ending ones do. Yeah. This took about as much time as I thought it would. It would have taken longer had I taken the Space Gadget ring collection seriously.
Skipping that kind of gave you more leeway.
I'll have to keep a log of how many rings I collected in total. I think I'm in good shape if I get 1,000 or more total.
I decided to start drawing, so that's why I'm playing it. Sorry.
Oh, you're drawing? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for these end credits and to figure out what the library sequence name is, and then I'll end stream shortly. Then I'll just chill with you for the rest of the night.
Aww.
Yeah. I did think about doing another library sequence tonight, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, no, it's late. You should probably rest soon.
I probably will.
That being said, I should also probably rest soon, but I probably won't. Insomnia. Here, I'll send you a progress shot. It's a very different style of my own.
Good art, by the way.
Thank you. I'm trying something different.
Alright, let's see. Saving. And let's see what the library sequence is named. Protector of the Ashen Moon. Fitting. Oh, well. I guess I'll just end recording now.